Knocking at 3 a.m. If someone knocks on your door at 3 a.m., never open it. I used to think it was just an internet horror story, until it happened to me. That night, I was alone in my 12th floor apartment. Outside, there wasn't a single sound. I was scrolling through my phone when, knock, knock, knock. 3 knocks echoed through the silence. My heart jumped, pounding against my ribs. I glanced at the clock, 3 a.m. Who would come at this hour? I tiptoed toward the door, pressing my eye against the peephole. No one was there, but the knocking continued. Slow, steady, patient, as if the person outside knew I was hesitating. I backed away, trying to ignore it. But just as I turned around, the door to my bedroom creaked open. Darkness inside the house. I froze. I was sure I had locked that door before going to bed. The air felt heavy, suffocating. A chilling sensation crept up my spine. Someone was standing right behind me. Summoning all my courage, I spun around. Nothing. But the closet door was slightly ajar. Shaking, I stepped closer and yanked it open. Nothing but clothes. Everything seemed normal, until I noticed the handprint on the mirror inside the closet. It wasn't mine, and worse, the handprint was slowly fading, as if someone had just pressed their palm against the glass and pulled away. My phone vibrated. A message from an unknown number. You opened the door. Before I could process it, another message came through. An image. I tapped it open. It was a photo of me, standing in my room, in this exact position, at this very moment. But what made my stomach drop? In the photo, standing right behind me, was a tall, shadowy figure in the doorway of my bedroom. Watching me, I spun around. Nothing. But the closet door was open again. The door is open. It won't close again. Panic surged through me. I bolted for the front door, yanked it open, and froze. The apartment hallway was gone. Beyond the threshold was nothing but endless, consuming darkness, so deep that if I stepped forward, I felt like I'd fall forever. I slammed the door shut, my heart racing. My phone vibrated again. You already left the room. That didn't make sense. I was still here. Suddenly, every light in the apartment flickered, then went out. Darkness swallowed me whole, and in the void right beside my ear, a whisper. Finally, you opened the door. Footsteps in the dark. I heard footsteps, not from the front door, not from the bedroom door, from the closet. I fumbled for the light switch, but the moment I touched it, I realized the bulb was missing. Ting! My phone screen lit up. A new message. Look up. I didn't want to, but something invisible forced me to. Slowly, painfully, I tilted my head upward, and I saw it. A face. No eyes, no nose. Just a wide, gaping mouth stretching unnaturally from ear to ear. It clung to the ceiling, hanging upside down, its hollow socket staring straight into me. A freezing hand clamped over my face, pulling me up. I thrashed, kicked, struggled, but more hands emerged from the darkness, grabbing me, dragging me into a place with no escape. Everything went black. The switch morning came. I woke up in my bed. Everything in my room was exactly as it had been. No sign of the nightmare from the night before. I rushed to the front door and threw it open. Sunlight. The apartment hallway was back. Nothing was out of place. I let out a shaky laugh. Maybe it was just a dream? But then, the closet door was still open. On the mirror, a message was scrawled in jagged handwriting. The door has been opened. It can't be closed again. A shiver ran down my spine. I reached out to wipe the message away, but as soon as my fingers touched it, the words faded on their own. Not as if they had been erased, but as if someone on the other side of the mirror was wiping them away from inside. I slowly lifted my gaze to my reflection, and I froze. I wasn't there. The mirror showed my room exactly as it was, but I wasn't in it. A suffocating dread settled in my chest. I turned around. Nothing was there. I looked back at the mirror. Someone was standing in it, a tall, thin figure with hollow eyes and a grin stretched unnaturally across its face. But in my real room, there was no one. Trembling, I lifted my hand and waved. No response. But when I took a step back, the figure in the mirror stepped forward. It tilted its head, watching me. Slowly, it raised a single finger and pointed at me. Ting! A new message. Let's switch places. I looked back at the mirror. The figure was gone. And then I realized I was the one standing inside the mirror.